There is a unique tradition in
and not far from his house emerged Aisyah, the first modern
women played a foundational role in
and Muhammadiyah developed as a
Japanese culture on through education, social service, and real action. If we want to understand Muhammadiyah, it is not enough to simply read its history. We need to walk through its places, because from narrow alleys and modest spaces, a major Islamic movement was born. Our journey begins in Kauman, a village of scholars and religious figures since the era of the Yogyakarta Sultanate. From the beginning, Kauman functioned as a religious space, where palace-appointed scholars lived and carried out the state's religious affairs. There is a unique tradition in Kauman. Vehicles entering the area must turn off their engines and be pushed manually. This is not a modern traffic regulation, but a form of social discipline based on religious values. From this deeply religious, orderly, yet highly traditional environment, Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan emerged.
Still in Kauman stands the house of Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan. It is not a grand residence, but it is the kitchen of Muhammadiyah's idea. Here, Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan discussed religious issues with his students and reflected on how Islam could respond to the challenges of the modern era. And not far from his house is the Langgar of Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan, a small prayer hall with a significant historical role. In this space, the Quran was not only recited, but discussed and understood. This Langgar symbolized that great reforms can emerge from small spaces.
Nearby stands the Aisyah Musola, a space often overlooked but crucial in Muhammadiyah's history. Here, women learn religion, literacy, and engage in discussion, something highly progressive in the early 20th century. From this space emerged Aisyah, the first modern Islamic women's organization in Indonesia.
Close to these sites is Masjid Gede Kauman, the religious center of the Yogyakarta Sultanate. Behind the mosque lies the tomb of Nyai Ahmad Dahlan, reminding us that Muhammadiyah was never a one-person movement. Women played a foundational role in shaping its social vision.
If Kauman was the birthplace of ideas, then Karangkajen is where those ideas were grounded. This is where Kiai Haji Ahmad Dahlan is buried alongside early Muhammadiyah leaders. Karangkajen marks a phase when Muhammadiyah developed as a movement of education and social services.
Our journey then moves further back in time to Masjid Kota Gede Mataram. Here, we see how Islam in Java underwent strong acculturation with local culture. Ahmad Dahlan did not reject Javanese culture, but critically questioned whether cultural practices supported justice and progress. From Kota Gede to Kauman, from modest houses and small prayer halls to graves of key figures, we can trace a common thread. Muhammadiyah was born from a long dialogue between faith, culture, and historical change, and its most important message is this: Islam does not stop at the mosque. It must live on through education, social service, and real action.